in the background somewhere. But hello, everybody. I have my favorite people with me.
Hi.
Some of my favorite people. I have my favorite people with me. Okay, someone needs to turn down the volume because, or I don't know, maybe it's just the echo.
I've got on.
I hear an echo.
Volume because,
Yeah, I can hear.
I don't know, maybe it's just the echo.
I've got on.
I hear an echo.
Yeah, I can hear.
Maybe it's just the echo.
I hear an echo.
Someone froze. A very good start to the live stream. Someone froze. Okay, are we good?
Who was it?
From?
Well, I mean, it's not appropriate for Dia de los Muertos. We get a poltergeist stuff in here, right?
Exactly. I mean, it's our annual Halloween stream, so if we have a ghost, that's just the usual.
It was me.
I don't believe that for a second.
It was totally me, and my apologies because I had like 6 windows open.
Oh my God.
Crazy.
This is what you get when you overachieve, Okay, so before we start, chatting as usual, let me just introduce all the lovely people that I have here. So if you're watching this for the first time, you need to subscribe to everybody. I linked everyone's channel down in the description, so no excuses. You need to. It's mandatory. You have to, absolutely. I have Gerald next to me in the upper row. If you don't know anything about Gerald, he has such a vast amount of knowledge of tarot and reading and spells and just working with all the energy and all the stuff that you're doing yourself a favor if you're subscribing to his channel.
Yay.
Thank you. You are very sweet. I appreciate that.
Just stating the obvious, Then I have Ritchie on the other end of it, who you were able to see yesterday, who gave me a reading with my favorite devil card yesterday, which was fun. And please, Ritchie, talk about Ritchie created a Lenormand deck recently, so you can pick up a Lenormand deck from him as well if you want. Oh, I forgot. Gerald, can you please introduce yes, that's the deck, your costume? What are you today?
I am Rip Taylor, 60s and 70s comedian who is just way over the top, who likes to throw glitter and popcorn everywhere. And it's really creepy if you have not seen Rip Taylor.
I haven't.
Go look at him and you're going to go, wow, Gerald really did look like Rip Taylor. And it's freaky.
Because at first, when I saw the name, I was like, oh my God, someone died. What was the rest of the case? Like, what are we doing? But no, okay, it's something else. Good.
Something else. So
yeah. Okay, Ritchie, what are you dressed up?
I've come as a camp poodle.
But I mean,
I've come as a Venetian, I don't know.
Person. Merchant. Who's
a Venetian kind of Lothario, shall we go like that?
Who's trading in
I'm on
love
board my
spells.
gondola. Let's see where it takes us.
Is that what you call it?
These days, yes.
Okay.
Of course it's not. Okay, and under me, we have the lovely Elaine, who is doing a lot of ancestor work related content on her channel. So please subscribe for that to her channel. I can't speak as per usual, but yes, please introduce your costume as well.
Well, it was supposed to be one of those sugar skulls, but without the makeup. I've got the veil.
I mean, I was thinking of some sort of a Mary Magdalene, like some.
Oh, we could go for that. I'd go for the holy bits.
Or a Bloody Mary.
Did you say Mary Magdalene?
Yeah.
So Jesus' wife?
Yeah.
Ooh.
Controversial.
I was about to say, open up that can of worms.
I mean.
Oh, holy roller.
I mean, I'm here for it. I'll get the popcorn. I'm just saying.
Okay, and on the other, oh my God, what's happening with Gerald? We have the lovely Sarah as well, who I don't think is very active on her channel right now, but she started doing a Starman tarot study and posted videos regarding that, which is very fantastic. So you should also subscribe to her channel as well.
Yes, and I will definitely be getting back to that. Life has just been life
no pressure.
lately. So.
No pressure. Just.
And I had to share this because I know y'all have this same kind of silly sense of humor I do. The shirt that I'm wearing is actually one of my gamer shirts. It has D20 and it says, "Yes, they're natural."
I love that. I love that. That's very good.
Because if you roll a 20, it's a nat 20. So natural 20.
Oh God. Okay. So we have, let's say hi to people. We have Nancy here who's complaining that I didn't invite her. But I already explained that because I want to have her on my channel as a separate and only solo guest. So, we're not taking away from the spotlight from her. So that's the only reason.
Yes.
Because she is one of my favorite people on YouTube for sure.
Mhm.
But there's another one who I really like is Kristen Louise. I love everybody, so I don't know why I'm saying that. Kristen Louise also started posting very, how to say, profound, I would say, very deep and useful and vulnerable and, I don't know, much needed content on her channel regarding grief, which is something that we all need to talk about, we need to experience, and, so go ahead and also subscribe to everyone in the chat as well. We share each other's links if we can. So I think we have mods. I think everybody is a mod. So please feel free to share your channel, other people's channel. I don't mind at all. I welcome it. And my favorite Debbie is here. Did you dress up, Debbie, by the way? I'm curious if you dressed up for Halloween. Or if, chat, reply the question. Did you dress up? And if you did, what did you dress up as for? Kristen Louise knows who you are, so,
It's creepy.
Creepy Manisha. Hi, Sunshine.
No.
Oh, Ritchie. You look like the Clockwork Reaper man from Doctor Who.
Yes!
That's
Oh my gosh, yes! From the episode, The Girl in the Fireplace. Yeah.
I don't know the
Yes.
title, but yes.
You do it with your tiny hands,
Mm-hmm. Ta-da.
Have the tiny hands going, guys. Woohoo.
Ta-da.
I was about to say, let's light up this top row with some tiny hands.
I mean, I do have that.
Ooh.
We have Donna as well. Thank you so much for being here. And even James dressed up. I mean, look at James.
Oh,
Look at all Daniel's photos. He likes this day. It's
Yes.
one of his favorite days, I think.
Yeah, he can go out and just be himself.
Right?
Does James ever worry that he needs to lose weight?
If he does, he never shared that with me.
Okay.
We don't talk about weight-related issues.
Yeah.
He
I mean,
complains
that's
when
even make for a nice, quiet neighbor.
Yeah, I mean, he complains when I put, clisters in the eye socket. Sometimes he's like, I can't see, but I'm like, the moonstone and the rose quartz. Of course you're seeing with love and clarity.
No, what you need to do is I need to find you some pieces of Light that will fit inside his eyes. We have those in Michigan. We find them in our Upper Peninsula. Those are the ones that glow in black light. They glow green, so you can put little things in his eyes, and then you use the black light. His eyes will light up like he's glowing.
Please send me some. I would love that. Oh, thank you, Kristen Louise, for posting the links.
oh, thank you.
Oh, thanks.
Okay, so Debbie didn't. Wedding. Okay. I mean, it's obviously much more fun, but. Oh, we have Beth. Hello.
Hi, Beth.
I mean, thank you so much. Honestly, I would love to. I mean, I'm wearing makeup again, but because I was wearing makeup in the past 3 days, but my eyes are so sensitive that I couldn't do anything crazy again because yesterday I still use the eyeliner. It's a completely normal eyeliner, but my eyes started to burn, so I was like, maybe I shouldn't do that. So
Yeah.
But you look fabulous for it.
And lipstick, I've not put in the same sort of reason.
Hi, how you doing? So good to see you, Dan.
Yes, Gerald, you look exactly like Rip Taylor.
I'm gonna have to Google him now.
This
Yeah,
is
I feel
something
like
that I
I'm
wanted to
missing
do.
out.
That I did not want to actually look like Rip Taylor, but it was like, oh my god, I could probably pull it up and show you. So keep saying hi to people. I'll find it.
So this
Oh,
was
I put Rich Taylor in. I got different pictures altogether.
day one. I was
Oh, that looks so nice too. You did a really good job with that.
Thank you. I was having fun with makeup this year.
Now, if I had any skill at all in makeup, my first idea was to do the whole skull with the like the Mexican Day of the Dead. But I went, yeah, no, I don't have the skill to make that actually look good. So I went, you know what? We'll just use the blue eyeliner. We don't.
Oh yes, you actually do.
Oh my gosh, you're not kidding! Wow, especially that top. Oh wow, yeah.
Yeah, no doubt about it.
I love that. That's Ms. Tarot D in the background of that.
I was going to say Tarot Sachet.
Tarot Sachet, yes.
Yeah.
Holiday. I don't send out holiday cards of my face. I'm not that narcissistic, but thank you.
Well, if you don't do it, maybe we will.
Yeah.
I mean, if you're sending that to me, that would be a very interesting experience.
Don't tempt us. We can make this happen.
I mean, I would be so happy if people would send me cards for Christmas. So if anybody wants to,
I'm gonna start posting them now so they get to you.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah, I was about to say I'm gonna get started on my Christmas stuff tomorrow because last year I didn't, and yeah, it just didn't wind up happening.
I think I'm gonna be late.
Many years ago. Call it lazy, I don't know, but
I'm gonna send it out on the 1st of December, or which is the Monday afterwards. So
yeah.
Yay! Awesome, thank you. Leanne sent me such a beautiful postcard already, so I'm so. Okay, Gerald, we have a question or comment. It's funny because I know his name but don't remember anything he was in like what? Johnny Carson Tonight Show?
He did Johnny Carson. He also did the muscular. Was it the Jerry Lewis telethon?
Oh,
So he also did a whole lot of stuff. He was a comedian, so he did stand-up comedy. So, yep.
This hat is my sister's, but I think I'm gonna steal it. She said she wants it back, but
Yeah, looks good on you.
I know, right? I'm kind of enjoying the veil thing.
I'm
gonna get married.
Just hold on to it, and if she doesn't ask for it in like 6 months, it's yours.
Well, I just found out why in this period of wigs and masks people carried fans, because it's bloody hot under all of this.
Even with this one absolutely boiling, just with that on.
Yeah, I'm good with this one.
So.
Yeah.
Okay.
Hollywood Squares. He did Hollywood Squares. Yes. Match game.
What?
Yes. Thank you.
What is Hollywood Squares? Was it a show or?
It was like. Have you ever played?
Yes, it was like a game show.
Tic-tac-toe or what is it they call it? Knots and
Noughts and crosses.
Yes.
Tic-tac-toe. I know this
tic-tac-toe. And so they had famous people in each of the squares, and guests had to. They picked Rip Taylor in the center, and he would get he'd get a question, and he'd have to answer it, and the person would have to say they agreed or they didn't agree, and then that's how you won it.
Oh,
So,
okay.
We
Ritchie
called it
wasn't
Celebrity Squares over here.
Yep.
That's it. Celebrity Squares. Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't have that surprise.
Yeah.
Are you going to the opera, or are you a barrister ready to hang? Perhaps both.
Yeah, I was thinking about the opera, Phantom of the Opera or something. Okay, not Phantom because, but I was thinking about the opera thing as well.
Yeah, but he's got a full mask, so
Yeah.
I really do appreciate the effort. I wonder how long you can handle the heat.
This actually did come from Venice, actually. I did buy this in Venice
Oh,
when I went a few years ago. So
I have
it's
a
the first
mask.
time I've had to actually wear it. We don't tend to have many
gonna show you.
Venetian balls, particularly during the pandemic. So, you know. Good
I
choice.
bought this one at the carnival
Oh,
a few years back,
Ooh.
1,000 years back.
I love masks so
It's
much.
so
That is so
beautiful.
pretty.
I never use it to anything, but it's just a decoration on my wall.
Yes.
Because, you know,
One of
where
these
would I
days-
go with this one? Nowhere. So
One of these days, I'm gonna get my butt together and get my room set up because I have a bunch of masks that I want to put up on the wall as
Ooh.
decorations at
Nice.
some point.
Lovely.
well,
Yeah,
my
I'm thinking
idea was to actually try and make like a Venetian mask for every one of the major arcana.
thank you.
That was my
Ooh.
plan.
Oh.
I didn't get
That'd be
stuff.
cool.
I've got the original drawings for it, so
that would be,
That
I mean,
would That'd still be a project to get going, Rich. That sounds lovely.
yeah.
yeah.
that's a majors only tarot deck happening.
I know, right? That was I was
Yeah,
thinking.
you could get 22 people, get them on masks, get them to face a turn away, and then somebody picks them and they have to turn around and you do. And you could shuffle
That
them all
would
up by
be
making them run
amazing.
around
Yeah.
like, yeah.
Yeah.
I like the way you think. It's kind of scary.
Yeah, yeah. Why just take a deck of cards when you can take 22 people with you?
Exactly. Just take the people.
Wow.
Well, perhaps it will happen one day.
I mean,
never
the
know.
masks, but the idea, like, you could sell them as decoration pieces. Like, honestly,
Yeah.
It's like that lady that made the major arcana in was it brass mold? And I think she did them in some sort of resin as well, didn't she?
Yeah,
But they were beautiful.
they were really lovely.
I
Yeah.
remember those. Oh, that's a good point.
Yeah, but I'm doing it in reality with full leggings and you know.
If you're not wearing Megan's, you're not reading
Oh.
tarot.
Exactly. You haven't got a leotard on, you're not a true tarot reader. No.
damn, I missed. Oh, I should have worn that.
We didn't
I
get
have
them.
mine on at all times underneath this.
Yeah, I do too.
This reminded me
They're
of the.
called
I
long
don't.
johns, lads. Long johns.
Oh, I mean, the
You saying that
company
reminded me of the most.
Oh,
I was gonna say, you guys saying that reminded me of the most hilarious ritual I ever went to, an Ostara ritual. I don't know what energy possessed the group, but somewhere in the middle of it, the guy started busting out men in tights. Like the
I love
dance,
many
the sushi,
tights.
everything.
I love many tights.
Hilarious.
One of my favorite movies.
That's fun.
But yeah, I mean,
Right. I love Mel Brooks. Spaceballs is my favorite comedy ever.
Spaceballs, Men in Tights, and you don't. It's not funny in English because we all watch these three in Hungarian. But Pest with John Leguizamo, which you're not supposed to pronounce his name right there, but I don't care. Pest is so freaking hilarious in Hungarian because they added a bunch of other like jokes into it. That those three are like cult and like foundational movies in our household.
Yeah.
So I
And of course, well, this time of year, Young Frankenstein. Can't not watch Young Frankenstein.
Frankenstein.
Frankenstein, that's right.
understand.
Put the candle back.
Put the candle back. That just makes me want to put on the Ritz.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Might be a bit too deep dive there.
Yeah.
Okay, and did we get what? Just going back like 20 minutes. Did we get what Sarah was dressing up as for? Did you give a specific costume because I want one?
No, this
Come up
is
with an
my.
idea.
This is me. Come as you are, and don't let perfect get in the way of the good kind of thing. Is what happened. So I guess generic goth gamer girl nerd, maybe.
That's good. That's good. I'm good with that. I
Perfect.
would have just said that, say you're a witch because, however you dress up, you can be a
Well,
witch.
I mean, if the pointy hat fits, sure.
So we have pointy hats and we have Venetian balls.
There you
New
go.
songs, new song titles for
Tuckbox Rage.
Tuckbox Rage.
There you go.
Yeah, there you go.
So Sarah, you're actually you're embodying the Nirvana song "Come as You Are," right?
Oh,
Exactly. There we go.
I'm working with you
Little
here.
way throw me back to my angsty teenage years a little bit there, but yeah, I like it.
Oh,
I like
it's
it.
okay. Never mind.
Oh.
that was painful.
Hey,
But I appreciate it.
but it
I love it. I love it, Gerald.
Painful is exactly what Rip would have done.
Yep. Yep.
I appreciate it. But yeah, I mean, my friend was a big Nirvana fan back then, but I was always more on the softer side of things, I think. So I embodied depression and stuff like that later in life. So yeah.
Honestly, before I saw the point on the hat, I immediately thought of Lydia Dietz from Beetlejuice.
Yes.
So,
Oh yes.
and I was totally digging that vibe, not gonna lie.
No, I ruined it. I'm so sorry. I'm gonna be like.
One of Winona's finest moments, I feel.
Yeah.
Mm.
When she wasn't shoplifting.
Mm.
Yeah, I mean that's a cry for help. So
Yeah, I love Winona Ryder.
I do like her. I've got to be
I
honest.
haven't seen
Oh,
her in a
absolutely.
while.
Mm.
She's in Stranger Things.
I need to get my Stranger Things out. I want the next season
Oh
so
yeah,
bad.
she is. Oh, then I saw her. I just forgot that she was in Stranger Things.
She's also in the new Haunted Mansion Disney film.
Oh, is
Yep.
she?
She kind of has a little cameo in there.
Is it the scary one?
It's not scary. It's a family one. It's good fun.
Okay.
It is good fun. That's the one. That's the one with what's his name? Oh God. I can't think of his name. I've gone blank, and he's one of my favourite funny fellas.
Danny
Taylor.
DeVito.
Oh, sorry, what did you say there?
Danny DeVito.
No.
Rip Taylor.
No. Come back to me. When it comes back to me, I will tell you. Sorry.
Who? Owen Wilson? Danny DeVito?
No, it's not done. I think was it Haunted Mansion? You said, wasn't it?
Yeah, the latest one, not the Eddie Murphy one.
Oh, it's the Eddie Murphy one I was thinking of.
Mm.
Sorry. I was going to say, what role does she play in that? I love that one with Eddie Murphy in.
Oh, I actually watched this movie. Okay, cool.
Yeah.
I didn't remember because I don't watch scary
How
movies,
could
but
I forget Murphy? How the heck could I forget Murphy?
easily. We forget everybody after a while, so.
Oh God, yeah. Age doesn't come on its own, does it?
I mean, I've seen Beetlejuice, but I'm not a big I remember everything. So
I love Beetlejuice. That's like one of my absolute favorite movies.
Yeah,
It's not tippy top, but it's up there. It's up there.
And they're making a part 2, aren't they?
Are they?
Yes, I know.
Are they really?
Yeah.
Okay.
So you have to get
That's
watch the first
right.
one.
I
The Terry Pratchett series. The
I
Lee
hope to
Freeman with
God-
yes.
I hope to God it's as good as the first, because I hate it when they bring out a sequel and it's like
I haven't watched the second season of Good Omens yet, so no spoilers, guys. But yeah, I like the first one, so I will watch it. I just don't have time.
There you go.
I know. I'm super behind this one.
Hi, Tony. Or she's merging into Gerald. Movies they may have. I mean.
Elaine, what are you drinking?
I am drinking a very, very nice red.
Ooh, Dada. As in the or is Dada?
Da-da! Da-da!
Dada, because there's an accent.
There's 3 different kinds of this at the moment. I think there could be more, but each of them are beautiful. If you're a red wine drinker,
No.
I definitely go with da-da.
Dada. I like the name.
Ta-da!
And Dada
And
without
After
the
a while,
accent.
so it's like.
Dada without the accent means nanny in Hungarian. So,
Oh.
but look, I find one recently.
Oh, I saw that, Orsi. I saw that one.
I will have to buy a bottle of that because
Yeah.
it's a rosé, I showed it to my mom and I was like, look, mom, there's a wine with my name on it. She looked at the upper name and she started laughing and I was like, wait. It's how you name your dogs. And I'm like, I know, but it still has my name on it as well. It's a very weird name for a bunch of wine, but supportive moms are the best.
Have any of you tried the 19 Crimes?
Yeah.
It's
No.
That's very nice, isn't it?
Yeah.
Now,
Some of them are. Yeah.
Some of them are. If you like, the first one that came out, I'm not sure if it was a Merlot type of wine, but the nice sort of fullness, full-bodiedness. That's what the Dada are like, nice and full-bodied. I would certainly recommend.
I wish I would know more about wine, but it's one of those things that escaped me for some reason. Like I really was looking forward to become a wine drinker, but
I do like my wine too much, maybe.
no such thing. It's plus you're Irish. You need to drink. Like I'm sorry, it's in your blood.
I was gonna say I'm Irish and German. I do have to honor my ancestry a little bit there, which is probably why I like meat so much.
Oh,
I mean,
gorgeous.
I was thinking about Dada as well. The Dadaism, like the art movement, yeah.
Yep.
Which I don't get at all, but hey, not for
I
me.
do. I liked Dada. It was fun. It was,
Yeah, I
Oh, yeah,
usually
just-
drink on game nights though, because come on, gaming and drunken shenanigans at the RPG table. Why not?
They go hand.
I mean, especially if you're playing a dwarf character, you almost have to bring a bottle of mead with you.
Sometimes you gotta drink. That's like mandatory, like Christmas. My family's around. No, just kidding.
Oh yeah,
New
especially
Year.
if my aunt makes grasshoppers on Christmas. I'm like, yes.
Oh,
Will I
what's
probably regret this tomorrow? Yes. Do I care? No, because I can't even taste alcohol.
wow.
Did you guys do 2 questions? Did you guys do year ahead reading? And if you do it, did you guys do it yesterday? That was hard.
your head?
Because a lot of people I know did their year ahead on, like Samhain yesterday because it's the Ritchie New Year and everything.
I sort of did my year ahead, but I did it more sort of a quarter year ahead, taking to January. So I like to do mine at New Year, but I like to do one taking me from Samhain to the beginning of January.
Mm-hmm.
So I did that one. In fact, I did that as part of my ancestral tarot. So it was very, very interesting indeed. And I also incorporated my pendulum board and charm casting.
Nice.
Very nice.
It really did give you a full-rounded reading,
Which deck did you use?
For that one, I have my decks here. I used my Robin Wood for my year ahead. Well, my up to January. So in my ancestral tarot work, I'm using the Robin Wood. I'm using my Tarot of the Abyss, and I'm using the Universal Celtic Tarot.
Ah, nice.
Those are all tarot decks that are being used for different parts of my ancestral work. When I'm looking further back, I tend to go to the Tarot of the Abyss because it seems to it's got a feeling about it that really does seem to pull you back in time. Mm-hmm. And I think it's all the earthiness of it and not simplicity, because the drawings aren't simple, but the earthiness and the rootedness. You seem to be able to. Well, it just seems to take me back, and it answers all my questions, and it's
nice.
Yeah, it's absolutely remarkable.
Yeah, and the drawing aspect of it is so raw too. Anna Andrea's artwork is just so pretty.
Yeah, but you also make secondary cards for this ancestral tarot, which brings you back to gender, to centuries, and to gender, where the centuries they're from. I think that was it. Yes, that's it. That's it.
That's nice.
Yeah, it's really good.
Nice.
Fascinating.
Gerald or anybody else?
I did not. I have not done it yet. So I'm
will?
doing one. So, but I do not know which deck I will use.
Yeah.
But
So, Ritchie?
I haven't. I've decided I'm not going to do forecasts for the year ahead. I'm going to do from Sabbath to Sabbath.
Yeah, I like that. I do like.
Yeah. Firstly, I used to do them and throw everything and lots of time at them, and then promptly forget them about 3 months into the year, and kind of go, oh, well, that was a bit of a waste of time. So I like something that I can work with between 6 weeks, 2 months. That works better for me. And I did one of those actually at the full moon, and basically it turned around and said, right, stop messing about. You've done the reading, you've done the preparation. What's stopping you then taking the next forward on in your studies and everything?
oh yeah.
And it was really interesting because it's just what I needed to hear, and it was So that's useful for me rather than planning 12 months in advance.
Yeah, so basically, like that, Ritchie, you're doing it sort of every 3 months, a bit like myself.
Yeah, exactly. Well, I look at it this way: whatever you do, whatever path you may be following or not following, 12 months is a very long time away. A lot of things can happen in that time, and we always say, make informed choices whenever we do readings for people.
Yes.
And those choices will lead to different paths.
Yep, indeed. I've just got this to show you if you're interested. That is the actual spread that I drew up for myself. It looks fairly complex. It isn't.
It does.
Basically, I had 9 questions. It was a 9-card spread. I read it vertically, I read it horizontally, and I read it diagonally. And so where the arrows are going in the order in which I read it from, and hence the different color pens. But there was a question for each one. And then the last question is, how will my year end? Was the whole collectively with me in the center there. So it really gave me quite a lot that was very much pertinent to what's going on in my life now. So that was that.
I mean, I did mine last year at Yule, and that's where I'm gonna do mine, because for me the year doesn't end with Samhain, mine ends with Christmas. That's always how I felt. That's where the years leading up to. After Christmas, that 1 week till New Year's, it's like, nah, I don't care. It's not where the New Year starts. So I'm like, I'm doing the reading at Yule. And what I did was last year, which was really good and worked well for me, was I did 1 card for each Sabbath, and it still worked well. And I know that, Ritchie looks so creepy. I'm sorry, but Ritchie looks so fucking scary right now. Oh, God. But so I have the 401s for this, remaining time until Yule, which I like. But then I had 3 aces, actually, one by one, one after one other, and it was very interesting to see that the aces are potential. So those were potential for that time of year, and one I was able to use, one not so quite so much. So it's interesting that the potential was there. Yeah. So I'm gonna do the same as like 8 cards for each Sabbath. And I went back and I reread the readings each time that we changed the cards. So I actually used it, which is pretty cool. But Ritchie's scary.
Out here. See my.
I was gonna say Ritchie's just being the creeper in the corner there. I love it.
I mean, oh God.
You have to let us know where you got those fans from. We all should have one.
Yes, next
I
year
haven't
we need to
I haven't saved on I found it on Amazon. I just haven't flunked on the money on it yet.
Oh my God.
I just realised I had 2 headbands on. I wondered why it was feeling so uncomfortable. Why is this hurting me so much?
I'm back now. I had to take that off. It was too hot. You're like, that's frightening. Put the mask back on.
Do you know, Rich, Being funny, I had to look close to the screen. I thought, I'm sure Richard's face has changed.
At first, I didn't realize.
I'm on my iPad.
Sorry, I was overheating big time there. So
Yeah, I mean, I understand.
Oh.
I went with, like an easy ventilation process thing. But
Oh.
I like that, why I highlighted Beth's comment is because Terror of the Witch's Garden looks really cool, and the
Oh, I
Earthly Souls
love it.
Oracle is
I got that
awesome.
for my birthday. I got that one for my birthday off.
Oh, nice. Do
Yeah.
you like it?
I love it. I love it.
But
It's my favourite.
yeah, I just pre-ordered the Witch's Wisdom, the standard edition that's coming out in November.
Ooh,
Nice.
right.
So I'm looking forward to that.
Yes.
Well, I'm going to be ordering the Bonefire. # Gerald made me do it.
The new Bonefire that's come out, it's borderless, isn't it?
Yeah.
Mhm.
Oh my God! How do you prefer that to the first one?
I actually cut off the borders. I modded it.
Yes.
The first one. And so what the new one is they basically have made it like I modded it. I cut off the black
it
borders.
makes sense without the borders because the titles are in the cards, so you don't need
Yeah.
the border.
Yes.
And
Yes.
I did a live talking about this.
Yes.
There are a few changes in some of the cards.
There were quite a lot, if I remember correctly, like more than you expected.
There were more than I had expected, but I like it. So,
Yeah, I want that too. It's on my wish list, which I don't
I
have.
think
But
that might be going on my wish list because do you know what I did with my? I bloody ruined mine. I went and tried to edge it in black, and I used the wrong stuff, and it damaged all the cards, and they all stick together now, and it's horrid. So I can't use it. It really winds me up. So
do you have the bordered version?
I ordered one, yeah.
You can cut it off.
I could actually cut that off, actually.
Yeah, trim it like
Yes.
there's no tomorrow.
Yes, I think I will do, actually, because I totally
Yeah,
destroyed.
I mean, you're not going to lose anything. The titles are right in the artwork. You would just
Yeah.
have to, it just means you have to be a little more, really sink into the artwork a little bit to
Yeah.
see it. But
Yeah,
Yeah.
oh no, it means you're
like the
really
Margaret
diving into your
Peterson.
reading more.
Absolutely.
Yeah, like this is the Margaret
Yeah.
Peterson. I just trimmed it, and you can actually see all the wonderful artwork.
Yeah.
So much better.
Lovely.
And I can hold it in my hand. Look, I have
Yeah.
tiny hands, so
Oh.
yeah.
And Sarah, how did you get on in? Is it Lola Bees?
Oh yes, we did really good. We had a fun night. We had a couple of I do readings at a local coffee shop. I know you guys know about it, but it's called Lolo Bees. It's here in Bay City, right where I live. And we had worked with the owner, who is awesome and constantly lets me and another friend of mine do readings there all the time. And we worked together. We had a little extravaganza. Everybody did really, really well.
that's good.
Brilliant.
And
That's
just
lovely to hear.
we make a lot of friends. I do it because it's fun,
Yeah.
I mean, granted, the last couple times have been really successful too, but
Yeah.
I do it more for the fun. I do it more for
Yeah.
getting to know people and getting out there.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
it's nice
I
to
is-
see people's surprised faces when they're like, "How the heck did you know that?" And I just kind of point down at the card.
Yeah. The card, not me. Ask them.
Not actually a psychic, I promise. Can't actually read minds. I'd be well better off if I actually could.
Because I'm putting this up there because apparently Beth put up that Hay House is having a sale. Free
Oh,
shipping.
yeah.
Can they do
And I
one with
can't
free
lie.
international shipping? Why are they hating everyone who lives internationally?
I know.
I know.
Yeah.
And
that's not a bad thing to put up anyway, because I'm at mine. I'm not allowed to buy any more decks the rest of the year. I just bought two basically
only
for an
buying
early
it
birthday and an
because-
early Christmas present to myself, and they were
Yeah.
a lot.
I mean, I sold enough zombie oracle that I got some commission, so that's why I'm buying decks, because that's my new rule. If I earn money from that, then I can buy a deck. If I don't,
that's what
I need to think about it. So
that's what I did with some of my reading money. Do you know what I've started doing now is rather than buying a deck when it comes out and I see it, and then maybe have buyers regret later, I've sort of decided now I'm not going to touch my pension and things that comes in. It's any money I make from readings, I put 50-50, 50 into my savings and 50% of it into my
Good.
tarot jar. And I managed to get the Voice and Visions, Ciro Marchetti's Voice and Visions, which was absolutely gorgeous.
Isn't it though? Oh my god, so pretty.
Got the Mystic palette as well of his, so I was able to get both of those with my tarot reading money, which
Nice.
was
That's a new one that's come out, because he's got a new one out any moment, hasn't he?
that's this one here. Hold on a sec.
Elaine has the newest one.
Is that the latest? I lose track of dear old Mr. Marquez.
Yeah, but I think you already posted
People
the.
Go, oh, it's the one with the kind of jester on it. Oh, okay, that's all of them. You know.
This one
Right.
has got the this one's got the you use an app on your phone and put it over the card, and the card comes to life and speaks to you and talks about itself. Yeah.
Oh,
What's
that's
that one called? Oh, I like gadgets and gizmos like that.
So do I. I love that. And so this is the Voice and Vision tarot.
Right.
So that's his new one.
Is it just one deck? It's not two decks?
No, it's one deck. One deck. It comes in with this. You get that this one, like these talk to you as well. These images on here.
Okay,
They
wait,
speak to
Wow.
you,
wait.
which is
Let's
brilliant.
Show
you
us
get-
again.
Yeah. Okay. This is the box, and it opens up like that. So all these parts speak to you or play music. But you also have this scroll, and the scroll you've got with the Kabbalah Tree of Life. It's got all the links with astrology, with numerology, with the tarot cards, and you go onto each one, and it tells you about the links and how they work together. It's got a huge amount, to be honest. And then there's another little what do you call those little barcode things? QR codes. And that takes you to downloads of some books of his as well, you know, online
Nice.
downloads. So they're beautiful, and the cards themselves are gorgeous. So there's our fool.
It's gilded, right? Looked gilded.
Yeah. Hold on. Do you know what? I really should put my proper light on, show you this, but I'll just do this so you can see it. It is gilded. Let me just
I
do
know the gilding is so pretty on this one.
this. Sorry,
So
whoops.
pretty.
Don't want to blind you all. So there you go. And the gilding is there. It's like a bronze.
Oh,
Bronze.
I like the color.
That's so pretty.
Yeah.
Mm.
But the colours aren't doing justice on there because of the light in here. But there you go.
Yeah, of course. It's a spooky edition, so.
The Murphy Spooky Edition. So yeah, I'm really pleased with it. I've read for myself with it, and to be quite honest with you, I was quite impressed with the reading.
oh, good.
It was you know, it was on par. It really was on par. You know, I did like it. So yeah, I like Ciro Marchetti's work. So
Yeah, of course.
a
Oh,
fan.
Ritchie is wearing the mask again. Oh God! I just looked at him. Like why? Oh, and Bat is asking about the shipping. Usually it's $25 the shipping, and then I have to pay customs, so it's not worth it.
Yeah.
So
I don't.
Good.
Orsi, they've done anything like they've done in Ireland here. What I've taken to doing is, if I'm ordering from the likes of this now, or from the likes of anything on Etsy or the USA, I put my address down as it has a postal address in America that is supplied by the Irish Postal Service.
Mm.
Don't pay those postal charges. You get free postage to there, but then it's €15 for their service to get it into the country. And if there's import fees, you've got to pay that. But
Yeah.
it drops the postage, the actual postage, to a fraction of what it would be. You
we
know?
don't have that for Hungary, so
Oh God.
nothing like that. That would lessen
Yeah.
the cost. But I'm good because there's a Verdery. There's a new site in the UK actually,
Yeah.
which has most of the mass market decks, and it's free, even though it's coming from the UK, it's outside of the EU. Everything is handled beforehand, so I pay what I pay and what I see on the site, and I don't have to pay customs. So I ordered a few decks already from there. It's here within 2 weeks, so I have at least that. It's not bad.
Yeah.
But I will have to buy this one because I was born on the 1st of February, which is Imbolc. So I promised myself that once Is
Yeah,
it
this
that?
is the Samhain.
Oh, it's the Samhain. Okay, because
This
I
is
need
the
to buy
Samhain.
this.
Or as Ritchie
Yeah.
likes to say, the Samhain Oracle.
Yeah,
I'm
champagne.
supposed to be getting Happy Mail today. I'm supposed to be getting the in-bulk one in today, so hopefully.
Nice. I
Is
didn't
that
know
I
it
have
was
one thing I
already
want to
out.
show you guys real quick before I forget. The girl who does tarot readings with me at the coffee house also does intuitive readings and paintings based off those. She actually did a painting for me.
Oh wait.
Oh,
Let me put you over
I
there.
was gonna say, maybe look how pretty
Nice.
this is.
oh, she coached it in resin. Or is that in plastic? It looks
That's
lovely.
plastic.
Oh, right.
It's just
I thought-
it's still in the plastic because I haven't gotten a frame for it yet, but it's all like
lovely.
blues and purples. It's so pretty.
lovely.
And
That's-
she got really inspired by the lantern lifting scene from Tangled.
Yeah.
And I guess one of the cards
Oh.
I got in the when she did the reading was Six of Swords, which makes sense with the boat. And she's like, yeah,
Yes.
this is all those aspirations that are just nope. We'll get to them. We're just gonna release them out into the
Yeah.
aether, and just trust that where we're going to, they'll meet us
Yes.
there.
Oh,
But
So
it's-
have you been getting Demog because it's already on Verdery? I didn't know that. And I keep checking if I see it somewhere, but I didn't know it was coming out already. So thank you for letting me know. Ha ha ha. I will
Yes.
do that.
Yes, I've got 2 seasons of The Witch. And is there 3 out already? And this is the 4th, or is this the 3rd?
I think there's 4
3 out.
3 out
because I
already.
have
Yule,
there's
isn't it?
Maven, Yule, Samhain, Beltane. They both just came out, and they also just announced Litha too, Midsummer.
Mm.
Nice.
I mean, I looked into it. I was really on board getting them, but I just don't like.
I've got the
much of
Samhain
it.
one, and I don't use it.
But
Don't you?
it's Imog. It's my birthday. It's like I want that. So.
And I think it's gonna be the prettiest one because I'm obsessed with blue, and this one's gonna be this beautiful deep shade of blue.
I mean,
And Litha's
I
gonna be
can
actually that nice dark purple. blue.
Yeah. There's an interesting one on the preview. It's like weather divination, which is interesting.
Oh, that's yes.
For 42, which I'm gonna be next year. So
42 next year. Oh, you're still a baby.
yeah, I know. I'm a baby witch.
So
I'm
you're
gonna
the
answer to every question.
yes,
Cannot
yes.
wait.
That's right. Level 42, you leveled up. You never get older, you level up.
Level up.
It's
I like that.
gonna be fun. I mean, honestly, after that, I think I'm gonna be 42 until I switch to 47. Because that is a cool number because of the TV series Alias. If anybody watched that one, if you haven't, it's J.J. Abrams. You should. It's very interesting. It's like if you liked Lost, you would like Alias as well.
Yeah.
It's a spy show, but
Eh.
with Jennifer Garner, one of my favorites.
Yeah.
Uh,
I'm just gonna kind of lean into this. I think I'm gonna be 44, so I'm like, what? I have the cat already. Let's just kind of lean into that whole. You know what? I don't need to be out at till 12 a.m. anymore. Let's lean into that whole. You know what? I'm cool being at home with my fuzzy slippers, in my PJs, with my cat curled up in my lap. I'm good with that.
There you go.
I'm gonna be 42. This is what 42 looks like. If you want.
And all I can think of is, Yoda with the when 900 years old you reach this goal, you will not.
Oh, pendulum. Love pendulums.
You mean Alias, Lizzie? You need to tell me stuff. Oh, message me somewhere, please. Let's talk. But Debbie just bought a pendulum and she needs help. So
Ooh.
anyone
good luck
working with,
that one.
like Gerald, for sure.
I was just looking up. I actually did 2 conversations about pendulums as a laugh and learn.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
So they're there. There's Angela, Chris, and Deb, and I talked about that. And 3 months ago. So, and then we did 2 months ago. Then we did another. We did another one, but with some more show and tell. So it's there.
Ooh.
I'm excited for the Alias
Yeah.
gossip.
No,
But
my pendulums.
I mean,
I was
that
about to
is
say, I just got mine
69.
out. It was sitting in the thing. My pendulum's actually sodalite.
Oh, is it that one? This one here is actually brass. Copper. Sorry, copper. I've
Oh,
got that
copper
in
is good.
copper mines in Llandudno. So yeah, there's a trip for you, Ritchie, if you're ever up in North Wales.
What's that?
A trip to the Llandudno copper mine.
Llandudno.
Yeah.
Yeah, I keep meaning to go to Wales, but it always rains.
Oh God, it's like Ireland. It always rains here too.
Exactly. And in Wales, you can find dragons. I mean, if dragons live anywhere, it's either in Ireland or in Wales. So I need to go.
True, that's true.
The kids I used to teach used to call me the beast from the east.
That's very nice.
Oh,
It actually goes, yeah, so I was the beast from the east. They were the pests from the west. So,
I
Wow.
love it.
oh, we used to have a good laugh actually. My very first class I taught here in Ireland nicknamed me that, and it stuck with me for the 20 odd years. You know?
Oh.
Nice. Nice.
Awesome.
It is. It's nice because I actually meet up with a couple of them now. We go for lunch, or one of them goes across to Wales. So we've met on the ferry and shared a meal, and
Nice.
my husband and I have been out, and the next minute a couple of drinks are put in front of us. Oh, it's Mrs. Murphy. Please, you're now in your 30s.
Don't call me.
You're old when you call me Mrs. Murphy. It's Elaine.
Yeah.
Elaine.
yeah, it's like you're not 9 anymore. You could actually call me by my name now.
Yeah, but it's still weird, like I don't know. I have a few teachers that I met later on, and they all told me that we can just use their first name, and I'm like, they are my teachers. Like, I respect them, and I'm used to them being their full name or whatever.
Yeah.
It's hard to switch, man. Like an adult offers you to call them like in a friendly way because you're an adult now, but you're like, compared to you, I'm still like, you're a teacher, I'm a student. It forever stays like that. So
Yeah.
I think it's nice when some of them do keep in touch, and I've found that I've had a number over the years of requests to keep in touch online, which I have done, and to witness how they've gone from the little kids that I was teaching to these adults who are now traveling the world and really getting on wonderfully with their lives. It's phenomenal. One of my friends, my past pupil who's a friend, is actually in the army there in the USA. He's actually done phenomenally well for himself. And every time I see him and we're chatting online, I just feel, my God, I feel so proud to have had a part to play in that young lad's life. It just makes me see it, it does give you a sense of pride. And I think if I feel like that, God knows what the pride his parents must be feeling,
Hopefully it's the same, because, parents can be assholes. So
yes, yeah.
that's why it's important to have good teachers as well, because if your family is not that supportive, at least, you have a teacher that can change lives.
Oh yeah. Or just somebody, just that one adult figure that can really just give you that sense, because sometimes all you need is that one person to believe in you, right? To give you that little bit of validation, and that changes everything. Absolutely everything.
Oh,
yeah,
wow.
I mean, I try to be that for my friends as well, for people that I interact with, because I know for me, I'm the type of person who needs encouragement rather than, oh, you can't do that, because some people will be like, yes, I can, but I'm like, okay, I can't, and I'm bye. So I'm on the other side. I need the softer approach. So
I've just seen that it is
I'm
difficult.
definitely the do it out of spite. Tell me I can't do it, and that's the fastest way to get me to do it.
Yeah, that doesn't work for me. I mean, my driver instructor tried to do that back then, and I was like, I can't fucking do this. So yeah, I had to switch.
How was it exactly? What did you say, Orsi? What was that again?
Yeah, that was me behind the wheels, like, I'm gonna fucking murder you. That was that. I want to jump out and run off crying.
For entertainment purposes only. Do not make decisions based on what we say. Seek professional assistance.
I'm so kind.
not take
You know,
driving
kindness
lessons.
is my pride.
Yeah, there were reasons. My mother was the one who drove with me when I learned how to drive, because me and my father trying to do it. Oh, I literally at one point pulled over at a stop sign, looked it dead in the face, and went, "You know what? I'm done. If we're gonna keep doing this, you drive, because you've got me so upset and nervous.
Yeah.
I'm gonna run us into something. So you know what? I'm done."
Yeah.
Those were the few times I actually kind of copped that attitude with my dad. I'm like, "No, I'm done. Not doing this. This is too dangerous. You're making me upset. I'm gonna crash something. You're gonna keep yelling at me like that. I'm not doing it."
Driving drama, exactly.
That's true. Yeah.
So Lizzie said,
I literally passed my test in an automatic, because I just couldn't get the idea of changing gear. I just hadn't got the coordination for some reason. So I drove around.
I don't think it's an
manual either.
option here. I don't think you can get a license here on an automatic. You have to do the
If
regular
you get your license over in the UK or here in Ireland in an automatic, you can only drive an automatic, and it says that on your license.
Ah.
But if you pass your car in a manual, you can't
You
test
can
the
do
manual,
both.
which I did later on. Our work, where I was, it's before I went into teaching, and I was an engineer for BT, and they put courses on, and I did a week's long course on driving with my test at the end of the week, and I got it no problem. I passed it. So I've driven I can drive both the manual and the automatic, and I'm actually teaching my own son now. He's going to go for the automatic. He's quite happy with that, and he's going to remain with the automatic. So he's actually learning. He's finished his 12 official lessons now, and we're just having to put in for his test. So fingers crossed now he'll.
Oh yes.
Yeah. So I feel when he's driving, nice, you know.
Yeah. So yeah, Lizzie posted this one just back to the, being supportive. That every kid just needs one. So I'm not a constant in a lot of kids' life, and they have positive people. So I'm not worried about that. But I try to do that at least in the Harry Potter club. Like being supportive and encouraging them to create, to be like
to be themselves.
Yeah, exactly. Like do whatever. So it's okay to just create and have fun with things, because some kids just feels like they don't have the permission to just have fun, which is like horrible.
Yeah.
Maybe we will have that too. If the Netherlands has it, maybe we will have it.
There you go.
Too. Probably gonna be an EU thing. So
what's it like in America? Most of your cars are automatic already, aren't they?
Yes.
For the most part, yeah. You actually have to kind of look to find a manual, to be honest. And all of our driving tests are done on automatics, which thank God, because of my ADHD, my parents tried to teach me how to drive a manual exactly once. And then we all agreed that was just too much and a big old mistake. Of course, I probably would handle it better now, because at 17, let me tell you, you would not have wanted to be on the road with me at 17. I was awful. I'm honestly surprised I got my license. I'm just glad I did, but yeah. Good thing I have 30-something years experience now.
On your license, even now that you've got that experience, are you allowed to automatically drive a manual as well, or are you only allowed to drive an automatic?
I was actually the last class that you just get your license and can drive what you want. After me, they actually had a more graduated thing where you have to do so many hours of this kind of driving and so many hours of this kind of driving. But technically, you just get a license. It does not stipulate whether you can drive a manual or automatic. You just get a license. Now, if you want to drive something that's more like commercial, you have to get a separate license for that. You have to have a CDC license for that. But
yeah, you have to have a commercial license for lorries and public transport, etc.
Yeah, it's different. Yeah,
we wouldn't have that allowance that if you pass it in an automatic, that you could drive a manual, because they are two completely different driving systems.
Exactly.
You have to pass it. If you pass it in a manual, you can drive a manual or automatic. But if it's the other way around,
if you don't know how to, it's I don't think it like translates back to from
No, it doesn't.
automatic to, even though I mean I had a license, it's expired already because I decided that I will never drive when I finished and I got my license. I was a good driver, but it was just so stressful because of all the other idiots on the road that I was like, I don't need this.
But you see, it is other people you've got to be wary of on the roads as well as yourself, you know. Have eyes up your backside, to be quite honest, you know.
Yeah, so I'm happy to public transport myself. I wish I could just, get on a broom and like fly.
Jeez.
So cool.
You know, so I sit back and I watch Harry Potter and I go, oh, I wish we could do that.
Yeah.
I read
And
the Throne of Glass series, and there's a bunch of witches in there, and they have like really cool brooms and some wild beasts as well. But the brooms, and I'm like, I just told my colleagues a few days ago because we're looking for parking spots for the office, and we can't find any. How cool it would be, like at 4 p.m. when we finish, we would just get on the ledge and we would like fly off on brooms. That would be so cool.
Be like Mad Eye Moody's, the Harley Davidson of brooms.
Yes. I love it. No, my parents actually were joking one year when I was first learning to drive because, I've already described how terrible I was when I first got my license, but they were literally going to get one of those decorations that are like a witch that's smushed up against something. They were going to put it against the garage door and put up a little sign that says, "Look, Sarah missed the garage again."
Wow.
Thanks, guys.
That's nice.
That's lovely of the neighborhood. That much confidence.
Okay, so we're at the hour already, so we're gonna finish up soon. But before we do that, I want everyone to promote the hell out of themselves. So please start with what you're up to, what we can expect. I'm gonna start with Gerald because we know that he has a long list of lives coming up, I'm sure. So
busy boy lately.
Yes,
it's just easier for everybody to like and subscribe to my channel because I actually set it up to where on the landing page it starts with the upcoming lives.
Nice. I put it on there, mine as well. It's just at the bottom.
Yes. Tomorrow on Thursday, November 2nd, I'm doing a magic tool talk and a laugh and learn about root work, and this is chapter 2. It's with Hershey the Shadow Reader, Cartomancy Mesquite Angela, and Purple Elephant Deb H.
Nice.
And we had a great conversation almost a month ago. It was really, really good. I'm a guest on Polyterology on Friday. Sunday, I'm doing a laugh and learn about light language. And then I've got a whole bunch of other great stuff coming up next week. So just seriously, it's just best just to subscribe. And I actually have some great conversations scheduled with Ritchie for later in the month. And we are Ritchie and Medium Betsy Palmer and I are we have 2 shows where we're not doing readings, we're talking about things. And
I know.
I'm not telling you what we're talking about because you need to
like and subscribe.
Mm-hmm.
And
Nice.
we'll simulcast those. I'm getting to be okay with the simulcasting.
What's simulcasting?
Simulcasting is when, let's say, if you have a paid membership to StreamYard, your guests can simulcast it to their channels.
Oh,
So it's streamed on all of the channels
Yes,
that you
it's streamed on all of those channels. And for those of us who are in the chat, we can actually see all of the chat that's going on. And that's really helpful because, Ritchie, you've done it with me.
I've done it a couple of times. It's really nice.
Yeah, I'm just not paying. I know it's nicer, but I'm just.
But if someone pays, the other person, you don't all have to have paid subscription.
Yeah, you don't all have to
paid subscription.
Just the host has to have it.
Yeah.
So.
Sorry, guys, I don't pay for that.
I think that's a great idea. But you see, I can see what all she's saying, and I agree because we pay for so much at the moment. However, when you've got all those different things that you can add on to it, it really does promote your channel further, doesn't it? It sort of gets you out there more. But I don't think I do enough on my channel
Exactly.
as far as lives go to pay for it.
No, I only do a few.
You know. Yeah.
the
I need
future,
to,
but
I need to start doing more lives. I really do. But I keep saying that, and then I'll do one or two, and I'll go, oh, just record this when I'm doing this with these. I just tend to record what I'm doing and pop it up. Yeah.
yeah, same.
Well, I'm happy to freeload off Gerald, so that's fine.
And I'm
Okay.
happy, I'm actually happy to have you freeload, Ritchie.
Yeah, and then you can talk about what's coming up for you.
Well,
then.
it's fine. I've done so many lives this week. I've done long stash. We did Orsi, you and I last night. Now we've got this. So Friday, I'm doing a live about bonfire night. And in the UK, bonfire night is really, really exciting. It's one of the big festivals of the year. And so I'm doing a live just looking at decks that have qualities of bonfire. So things that go with a bang, decks that you might like to reside to a torture chamber because of Guy Fawkes and things like that. So it's a kind of sort of some quotes and things about it, like remember what's your favorite deck, that kind of thing. So it's all about November the 5th, Guy Fawkes night, bonfire night. So that's Friday, just a bit of fun, just to show some decks off there. And then next week I'm with Ali, our Heart and Soul Connected, and then the following Friday I'm back on my channel discussing readings and spreads, because I'm actually on the following day going to go and do some readings, live readings at a wellness event. So I want to talk about what spreads to do when you're doing a face-to-face one, when you don't know the client, a quick 15-minute spread, and get some ideas and some conversation going that way. So that's what I've got coming up.
Nice.
I tell you what, Richie, you're very surprised at how much you can actually, when you've got that one-to-one and the small spread or a larger spread, just the energy of that person you're reading for, it really, and of course it's fresh meat.
Okay.
No, I'm excited to just see. I don't want to do something like the Celtic Cross because I don't particularly like the Celtic Cross. So just talk about sort of how many cards should you have in a reading for like a 15-minute one, and sort of what people may be looking for.
Yeah.
Okay, Elaine is up next.
Okay, I've not got much planned at the moment for my channel, other than completing this ancestral grimoire. I've completed Ancestral Tarot, and that's in a series of videos on my channel. And next month, I will be rounding off the Ancestral Grimoire program that we've been running, and it's really great. It's just something that has opened tarot on a new level. And after that, I would like to say and to try and keep it that I would like to do more lives, invite more people on, because I've done a couple over the years, but not really dedicated any time to it at all. So that's my intention. Well, they say the road to hell is paved with good intentions, but I'm really intending to open up my channel more to more live chat. I prefer live chat with guests as opposed to sitting there chatting live on my own, because I feel like a bit like a spare part, in a sense, because I don't feel like I'm talking to anybody. It's like
I understand.
Fresh air, and then I see and then I'm trying to focus on what I'm saying and read. And as much as I can, I pride myself on being sort of multitasking. I sometimes find that the chat goes way ahead and I just lose track. So I do prefer it when I've got visitors and guests on the channel. So that's what I'll be doing. But I'm looking at I want to bring some more guests on that are not necessarily totally tarot based, but people who would be psychics, people who would be dowsers, people who look at other forms of divination besides including besides tarot. So that's what I would like to do. And there's so many different things that we're scratching the surface really. I really do love I Ching, and I would like to get somebody on who can really give us a really good talk as to in I Ching with questions and answers and what have you. So
you can reach out to Bannabelle.
Well, I was actually thinking of that, but then I thought would she really want to come onto a
Why
channel?
not? I mean, you can
She-
Why
ask.
not?
She's
Just
lovely.
ask.
Yeah,
You know,
you
It's
don't lose
the
anything if you
sweet part
ask.
from everything I've seen. So
Yeah,
Yeah, because I've actually just got her latest book in on the I Ching.
yeah.
She's-
I mean, I think she would be like excited to talk about it because she seems
Yeah.
very passionate about that. You know,
Yeah.
system.
I have. Yeah, I do you have the SKT?
I don't. It's
I have it,
such a
yeah.
complicated deck that I.
It is. It really is complicated, and I do struggle reading it. But it's because I haven't really dug in yet.
Yeah, you need to study it.
I'm focusing on the I Ching. Like I said, I have her book on the I Ching. I have the Holistic Tarot. I do use the Holistic Tarot because I find it's quite the Bible when it comes to tarot, as is her book on I Ching. You know,
Yeah.
it's really good.
I mean, I used to read before I started studying tarot. I used
Yes.
to like use I Ching. So
yes. Oh,
that's
lovely.
a cool system.
Yeah.
Okay, and we have Sarah.
all right. Well, despite life having to kind of force me on a bit of a hiatus, things are slowing down now, so I should be able to get back into the swing of things here pretty quick. It is my intention to keep going with the Starman because I
Nice.
don't like the idea of like not finishing something I've started that will bother the absolute hell out of me. So I will be going back and doing more with that, finishing that. That is the plan. I'm also kind of tweaking some things behind the scenes to make things a little bit better, doing a little bit of study on my own, learning more about how to just make the videos overall better. I'm also looking into eventually not only just doing like joining lives, but I want to actually start hosting them too. I want to get more lives on my channel. I have a whole list of fun VRs that I really want to do. And because this is NaNoWriMo, National Novel
Yep.
Writers Month,
Yeah.
you
Oh,
guys,
yeah.
I miss my writing so much. And I'm going to start doing more writing content on my channel too. I mean, it's called SL Wyman's Rockin' Writing. And I hardly ever talk about books.
Yeah,
About
exactly.
writing, and that's another one of my huge passions. And I don't know, I think maybe if I just really focus down and kind of start really digging into that, I'm thinking I'm going to find a lot of stuff opening up for me on my channel. But that's the intent. Over between now and the end of the year, I do want to do like a birthday bash live kind of thing. I'm slowly starting to plan that out. I will be making announcements when I actually get things firmed up for that. I'm still going to be doing my readings here in Bay City at Lullabies, and I will be posting those on my Facebook page as those come up too. So, you know, and I've got an email now. Everything's set up. So you guys are, you know, anyone wants a reading, let me know. I'll be more than happy to do that. You can contact me that way.
Nice. Awesome. So, yes.
Yeah.
That sounds lovely. And, you know, that we got already 300 words, which I think that was my, you know, limit for like, not limit, my target for each day when I did. Not NaNoWriMo, but, you know, NaNoWriMo, whatever.
What's NaNoWriMo?
It's National
National
Novel
Novel
Writers
Writers Month.
yeah, it's writing for a month every day.
Oh, right.
Basically, you try to write every day, and the goal is to get 50,000 words by the end of the month.
Yeah, so it's a lot.
Wow.
I never tried because it was too daunting for me.
It's a lot. It's a lot. And of course, they put
I
it
only
in
did
the month where you're
NaNoWriMo,
getting
so-
the most busy.
yeah. Okay, so I have
Can I
a
just
video
ask?
schedule. Sorry.
Oh, sorry. I was just going to say, could I just ask a question of us as a group?
Oh, yeah, of course.
Do many of you spend time concentrating on or working with your clairs?
I don't think I have any, so not really.
No. What about
Kind
yourselves, Gerald and Sarah?
So let's say kind of, sort of. I'm still struggling to kind of pin down. I know I had certain things happen. I know I have certain abilities. It's just a matter of pinning them down, figuring out what they are and how they tick. Like I know I'm very empathic. It's just a matter of figuring out, okay, how do I tap into that? What do I do with it? Other than just walk into a room and all of a sudden just have wave of holy crap vibes, emotions. I get all of that.
Protection.
There are reasons why you don't see me without the ring I'm wearing and at least a pentacle or my obsidian. on, because
Yeah.
otherwise I get overwhelmed. I get a lot of static, and I burn out really, really easy. But yeah, I have a little bits. I work with them. I'm trying to start doing meditating more. Definitely gotten some clear signs to start working with my ancestors and to open myself up more to that. So might be more on that come down the pipeline in the future. I don't know.
And what about yourself, Ritchie? And
Well, I'm starting to think about doing some stuff on that one because I'm getting things happening. I'm like, okay, right, let's is it time to start to work with it? But baby steps.
Yeah.
I've also had I did a laugh and learn with meeting Betsy Palmer about the clair senses. So there's first, I think the first part is understanding what each one is, and then paying attention to what attracts you. So yeah.
It's something that I've investigated. I started on it, I would say, about 5 years ago when I started a meditation group, and then the lady that was running the group had classes on learning about theirs and started to get in touch with them and seeing which is your strongest, which one you can work with. I found those invaluable, and since then I do meditate a lot, but I have found my clairaudience has become quite acute. And also looking at signs, particularly written signs, and I've just managed to hone in on a lot of things. And there's one example that I used that I would just like to share with you if we've got time, if that's okay. My father passed away 2 years. Not 2 years ago. It's 5 years ago. And where he is buried, he's buried next to his brother and his mother. But his father never had a grave. His ashes was sprinkled in a part of the cemetery. So I went to have a look and find out where his ashes were sprinkled. It turns out they were sprinkled on the Red Rose Garden. The Red Rose Garden is directly in line with my father's grave. And we didn't know any of this. We didn't know he was there. So I asked the cemetery, would it be okay for me to plant our own red rose for my grandfather there with a label on it so that he had somewhere that we could visit. And they gave me the go-ahead, and I planted it.
Nice.
My grandfather's name was George Edward. And what happened was we that afternoon we planted the rose, we watered it, and it's a beautiful red tea rose that I've planted. We were going to my sister's for tea that evening, and I had my mum in the passenger seat of the car, and we're coming from her house. It's a downhill, and it's a main road at the bottom. And a coach that we'd never seen in the town before, big, bright, red, double coach with the name George Edward on it.
Oh, wow.
And it was like he had parked the coach there to say, I've seen the red rose, thank you.
Aww.
You know?
Oh.
And it's every time I have spoken to my grandfather, I always get a response.
Nice.
And it can be physical, as in my car stopping when it was absolutely dead. It can be somebody coming to my aid. It could be hearing a voice that if I say, I just wish I could hear your voice once more, I'll get a phone call from my brother to talk to my dad. My brother will phone me, and he sounds just like my dad on the phone. So there's far too many things that can be put down to merely coincidence, you know, and it's really deepened my love for this type of study. So I was just wondering if there's anything that you guys were doing that we could maybe do something as a group, you know, even though we're across the water in all different directions of the world, that we could do together or start something along those lines, do you know?
I'd be down.
I'd
be down for that, totally.
Yeah, I mean, I haven't done anything like that, but you know, I'm always up to anything you guys want.
Working out how we could do it across, you know, the distance, but it's just something that I have found so emotionally, mentally rewarding and relieving. It picked off a lot of things when I felt a bit low, you know.
Yeah, that sounds very interesting, and you know,
Yeah.
if you come up with a way or a system or
Yeah.
just an idea how to do it,
The line. Yeah. In our little group there.
we can try. I mean, obviously. So yeah,
Yeah.
I think we went through like everything, and it was wonderful to have you here, guys here, and thank you so much for dressing up. Like honestly, it was so much fun to have you here. I don't have like any other excuse to dress up, just these live streams, because Halloween is not that of a like big thing here. So I always enjoy having you on, dressing up,
Oh,
and
you.
see you next year. We're
Well,
gonna do this next year.
Absolutely. Thank you for having us, Orsi. Bye, everybody.
Bye. Thank you.
Please wear
Bye.
the mask, Ritchie. Please wear the
Bye-bye.
mask when I click off this thing.